Hi there, I'm Corrine. Welcome to my channel. I am doing a personal reading for a client of mine who is in a relationship and just wants to see the future of it. They're expecting a child, and relationship just kind of moved quickly and maybe wouldn't have progressed so quickly otherwise. Maybe would have, maybe wouldn't have. It's not for me to determine. Okay, so what I am going to do, I'm going to speak to him throughout the video. And he's an Aries. And let's see. Okay. So what we have here is I pulled some different cards, and you had a lot of cards that kept popping up, 2 cards instead of 1. I kept them. Sometimes I put them back. Sometimes I kept them, or keep them. Today I felt like keeping them all. Okay, so this is the center. This is your root, your foundation. This is the High Priestess. Okay, when you get the High Priestess, the advice that you're getting is to go within and to determine what is the best course of action from your instincts. It's following instinct, being one with, the angels, the guides, just figuring out what's best for you. Okay, and one thing I think is really cool about this card, the High Priestess, I call it the Balance and Justice card. If you look at the initials, so many times it applies to the people, the initials. That's the bizarre thing about it. Like in me, in a situation right now, this would be their this guy, the Kyle guy. This would be his last name, and then these would be my last initials. And sometimes it's both of theirs initials. Some of it's just one. It's just bizarre, but I just think that JB is kind of weird. It comes up quite a bit. So this is the Balance and Justice card, or BJ, however you want to say it. Okay, so in your past, not in your recent past, but in your further past, you had the Lovers. So you had someone that you loved and that you probably thought you were going to have a future with, and just thought that that was the one. Maybe you thought that they were like your soulmate and that you would just probably be together forever. Well, that is the past now, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Okay, and then in your recent past, the Knight of Cups. So that's new love offer, slow and steady offer of love coming in. And whether, I don't know, usually he reaches his destination, the Knight of Cups. So that was your recent past. You had a love offer, or extended a love offer, extended something, like it was, probably your situation. You opened up your heart and your home and opened up your situation. You guys are having a child. Okay, so in your thoughts, this is what you're thinking about. There we go. This is an Aries card. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It's the Wands. The Wands are always about forward, quick movement, messages. The Wands, Aries and Leo and Sagittarius, fire signs, they're really quick moving. They don't take a lot of time to think things through always. Or not that they don't think things through, but they don't waste a lot of time. Once they decide what they want, they go forward. There's no time. Like, we've decided, what are you going to wait for now? Okay, so this is you in the future, or in your thoughts right now, and it's wanting a different path. It's wishing that you're not on the path you're on and wanting to take a different path. If you see him, he has his arm on one of the wands. He's already decided, I've got to move on. Now, if this was a 2 of Wands, he wouldn't be sure yet. He'd still be choosing. The 3 of Wands, he already knows. He's got to leave things behind and move. That's where you're at in your thoughts. Okay, in your immediate future, you have here 2 cards popping out. We have the Sun card and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Let's talk about the Sun card first. Okay, the Sun card is the Leo card. I love this card. It is my card. The Sun card represents happiness, completion. See the child, and I'm thinking this is, sunflowers, sunny day, blue sky, just happiness, fire energy you can see everywhere there. Well, I think for you, this, obviously there's a child on the horse and happiness, and your child's going to bring you happiness, and that's wonderful. You're going to feel really happy. I mean, gosh, who isn't happy when they have a child? Whether you've wanted them your whole life, or you just now decided you wanted one and got one right away, whatever the situation, it's really happy times. But then right along with it, you have the Ace of Cups. Now the Ace of Cups is about love offers and new love and going forward and deciding, this is where I want to go. This is the offer I'm going to take. I'm extending you my love, and I want you to take it, or I want to accept it. you have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So there's not an offer of love being taken or accepted at this time. So it's kind of, when they're parallel to each other, they don't really, I mean, you're going to be happy about the baby, and this is going to bring you lots of joy, but the love isn't coming along with it. At least not at this time in your near future. You're not feeling the love. Okay, so now what I've done down here is I've put your fears and your hopes. I didn't put her fears and hopes, only yours. I did ask about her up here different, but okay, so your fears are the Hermit in reverse. Now, Aries has been in the Hermit mode for a very long time. That is when you just kind of disconnect from the world, go within, and don't make any really major life-changing decisions. And then Aries came out of that not too long ago. Well, you, as your fear, I think your fear is that you're going to have to go back in the Hermit mode and try to figure things out again. And that, you know, the Hermit mode just means you're going to have to go within and make some hard choices and do what's right for you and on your path. Now, your hopes are Queen of Wands. That's my other card, Leo. Your hopes, okay, the Queen of Wands, she's a manifester. What she does is she decides she wants something and she gets it. Think about a queen. She says, hey, get me this, bam. It's to her. She doesn't wonder, oh, do you think they'll bring it to me? Will I get it? Do I have to worry? Should I get up and get it myself? Am I going to have to check? Should I call? It's none of that. She just puts it out there. Well, she's a manifester. It's the law of attraction. She does what she wants, puts it out there, and it comes her way. She says to the universe, this is what I'm going to do, and she creates it. And so that's what you want. That's your hope, is to be able to be a manifester and a creator, or to, you know, I don't know. I would also say, or maybe to be with a Leo or something. Maybe you have someone in your mind, but I don't think that's it right now. And since I'm a Leo, that feels weird to say that, so I'm not gonna. But if I was reading for someone else, I would say I see in your immediate future, you have the Sun, and your hopes are the Queen of Wands, and you're thinking fiery energy. You might have another fire sign you're thinking about. Okay, so this right here, this is how she sees you. She sees you as the Ten of Cups. That is someone that can provide her a happy home life. Okay, now the Ten of Cups is kind of a, to me, it's like a facade almost. It's like they're a happy, happy, look at this. They're a happy family. Cups are love. They've got 10 cups and a rainbow above them in their sky in their yard. But they're out in the yard. Like, how many couples do you know that are really standing in their yard and they've got their arms around each other and their children are dancing and they've got their arms in the air waving at their neighbors? Hello, look at us. It's kind of like a bullshit card to me, I think, almost. But I don't know. Sometimes it just depends what it's along with too. But I feel like she does feel like you can provide her a happy home life, and the kids will be well dressed and she'll be well dressed, and you'll have a beautiful home, and all the neighbors will say, wow, look at them. They really have it together. Look, they really are just a great, great couple there. And so she might not necessarily care so much about if the love comes along with it or not. Like, not everybody cares about that. They just want the security, and she doesn't care about, I'm not saying she doesn't. Some people don't with this card, okay? The persons in this card, they don't necessarily care about the passion and romance, and I don't know, fire signs are quite passionate and quite fiery, and this kind of goes against fire energy, to not really care about that, but just really care about what the people around you think. But that also shows that you are a good provider. Okay, so now in your, how you see her, you have 2 cards. Okay, you, wow. Okay. You see her as someone you need to fight off. This right here, another fire energy. This is the 7 of Wands. If you look up close, look at his shoes. He doesn't even have the same shoes on. He doesn't even know what he's fighting about. He doesn't even care. He just wants to fight it off. Here you go. I don't care is what I think of when I see this card. That sound familiar to you at all? I just don't care. But, he is fighting a battle, and he doesn't even give a crap what happens. He's just going to fight. It doesn't even matter what you say or do. There's not even anyone fighting him anymore. He's just ready. Don't even come at me. I'm fighting. Okay. And then also King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords is someone who says he's really, like, with his words, he'll say what he needs to say, and he doesn't really care so much about your feelings. And I don't know. He says he's very honest, and he doesn't sugarcoat things, I guess is the best way. But when he's in reverse, which is the way that you're seeing her, he can be just downright crazy with his words and thoughts and not a trustworthy person. And this card is indicative of Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And you just don't want a King of Swords in reverse in your path. This is someone I would not want in my home, because they flat out turn psycho if things don't go their way. Okay, so now we have here, this is your advice from the universe. Oh, geez. Your advice from the universe, surprise, go within. Go back into hermit mode. Okay, this right here is the Four of Swords. Swords are about thoughts, and just thoughts and being consumed with your thoughts. Well, this guy has decided to meditate and do his thoughts. Like, he knows the only way that he's going to get through this is to go within, meditate, and figure it out. Three of Swords is always about a heartbreak. Well, this is Four of Swords, but he's already laid one down, so now he's still recovering from the heartbreak. So you're still recovering from past heartbreak, and you're dealing with all this right now too. And you just need to go within, because you foresee more heartbreak coming in the future if the situation continues. Okay, and so now we have here your final outcomes. I pulled from each deck. Two of them came flying out, and one of them from this one. So, okay. For this one, oh brother, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is all about an offer being presented to you that you don't want. I think of that as, I don't like that. That's what I think of whenever I see this card, is I don't like that. Like a little kid says, I don't like. So that's what this always reminds me of. So in your outcome, you have an offer coming you don't like, you don't want, you're not interested in. And what came out in the other deck? Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about just taking what dignity, what pride, what belongings, whatever it is, and just getting the heck out. Just can't stand it anymore. I don't care. Take what you need. I'll leave it behind. He doesn't even have all his swords with him. He knows it. He doesn't even care. He just wants out. He doesn't even care. Oh, geez. There's that I don't care anymore. Okay, and then Five of Pentacles. Left out in the cold, leaving someone out in the cold. Just, okay, look at, wow, she has a new baby. She's holding her baby. And he is leaving. He's saying, I'm sorry, I gotta go. In the traditional tarot deck, and these ones right here, the Five of Pentacles actually depicts a couple standing in the cold, in the outside in the snow with no shoes on. And here it's a little bit different, but he's got his hat in his hand, and either she's leaving him or he's leaving her. And the other deck, she's leaving him. And it could be that, he's begging her to stay or she's begging him to stay. But either way, the outcome is, let's see, let's look at your outcome here in the next couple months. We have an offer not wanted. We have taking your belongings and getting the hell out. We have take your stuff and go. I'm out of here. Leave me out in the cold. Let's see what's in the bottom of the deck here. Knight of Wands. Okay, so Knight of Wands is the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius card. It is coming in very quickly and then changing your mind and leaving as fast as you came in, coming in with a bunch of passion. You may even go through it a few times. The several times you may come in, but each time you leave just as fast, and then you say, okay, let's try again. You come in again, you leave again. And you just, I call it the hit it and quit it card. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to commit and then I'm going to change my mind instantly. Or I'm not even committing necessarily, I'm just coming in. Okay, and then the bottom of the other deck, you have the Devil. The Devil is about addictions, drinking, drugs. It can also be about just being bound to something that you don't want to be bound to anymore. And that's why it would be about addictions, because people don't normally want to be bound to an addiction. This can be bound to a relationship, bound to anything that you don't want. So I'm sensing a theme here. Okay, and then same thing with the angel cards. I usually pull one, but you got two. So the first one says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And so that is just saying that out there, as long as you're putting your self-love and putting you first and what you really know that you're going to, what's going to fulfill you, you put that first, then the universe is able to fulfill more romantic things for you that make you happy and bring, you have to be romantically attracted to the universe. You have to be putting the right energy out there. Okay, and then the other one is unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Ouch. Well, I wasn't sure what you would get, but it looks like, you know, the baby's going to bring you a lot of happiness. I'm not sure how everything else is going to go, though. It looks like a lot of in and out and a lot of not wanting it and a lot of unrequited love. Kind of a BS looking thing, some kind of bound. I'm sorry, I wish it could have been better, but we'll try again in a few weeks.